Hello everyone, so this is my experiment on C++ lab. So this would be my sixth experiment in C++ lab. So today my aim is to create a website which displays a digital clock. This is my first question is to display a digital clock. As that is showing, it's now 2:30 at night, and my second experiment is to change the background color when I hit the start button. So when I hit the start button, the background starts to change, and when I hit the stop button, it should stop stopping. And my third question is to create the paragraph which is given below. When I hover my mouse over it, it should zoom in automatically. As you can see, it zooms in, and when I move my mouse pointer, it should zoom out. And my fourth aim was to create this image which will move when I hit the start button, and which will stop when I hit the stop button. So when I hit the start button, it starts moving, and when I hit the stop button, it returns back to the first position. So this is the aim of my experiment. So I'll show you my code. So this is my HTML code. The HTML code is pretty simple. There is nothing much in the HTML code except for the IDs and JavaScript functions. So class question, one digital clock. I'll give an ID. Question, background color change. On click the start button. I've given a start. This digital clock ID time. Question, color change. This is the button for start button. And when I click on start button, the function bstart will be called, and when I click on stop button, the function bstop will be called. And the paragraph, when I hover my mouse over it, the zoom on mouse over zoom will be called function. And out, when I move out the mouse away from the paragraph, this out zoom will be called. So that's all for the HTML. So I'll show you my functions. So init is the function which is on load. When my website is loaded, as soon as my website is loaded, the init function will be called. So what does my init function does is my init function will display the time which is shown in the video. So the set internal display time, I'll get element by ID car, and I'll change the relative position for. Now this is the function to display the time, and these are all the functions that I need to ready for my page to work, for the rest of the elements to work. So the first function is display time. It displays the time. So variable d, new date function calls the date of my system. Variable hours, d.get hours function takes the hour from my system and get minutes, get the minutes from my system, and get seconds, get the system from my seconds from my system. The clock present inside the system, and then I'll just using the get element by ID, and in HTML I'll write it to my web page. I'll keep on updating automatically. And then my bstart function comes. This is for the start button to change the background color. So when I click on bstart, a timer starts with an interval of 500 milliseconds. So after 500 milliseconds, there will be bswap, which is another function. Which is another function. So when I hit bstop, the b clear interval b timer, the b timer stops. It doesn't go after 500 milliseconds. It doesn't again go to bswap. It just stops. So when I click on start button, it should go to after 500 milliseconds. It should go to the function bswap. So what happens in bswap? After it gets inside the function bswap, it calls the function math function, which I have used a random function in maths, which gives me random colors at every 500. Because of this function, after every 500 milliseconds, I'll get a random function, a random color, which I have already defined: red, green, and blue. One of these colors will be displayed at random. And then I have just displayed it. and this is the zoom function for my paragraph. So when I hover over the paragraph, the zoom function will be called, which I have just using the get element by id having dot style. I have increased the font size to 30 pixels when I zoom in, and when I zoom out it will become to original size, which is 16 pixels. And this is the function for my car start. So when I click on the start button, the C start function starts, and I've created a variable which sets an interval after every 5 seconds, the move 5 milliseconds, the move function is called. So when the move function is called, the style left, every time a move function is called, it's going to increase parse int called style left plus 1. So this what this line means. After every 5 seconds, the move inside move out, this variable will keep on increasing the left down pixels to the left side. What I'm basically doing is I'm changing the relative position of the image to left, increasing the pixels to left by 1 each and every time. So this if I've set if this is set to 0, then what will happen is when I click on start button, my image will move to the left only one time, 1 pixel. That's it. So if I keep on repeating after every 5 milliseconds, my image will start moving to the left side. So when I hit the stop button, it brings back my position of the car to 0 pixels from the left. Style from the left, it gives the left indentation of the image is 0 pixels. So this was my 6th experiment.